What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited about this video. It's gonna be talking about capturing the peak of action in sports photography. So I have some photos up right here. We're gonna kind of go through what I look for in photos for sports photography. I'll have golf photos. I'll kind of look at my portfolio and be like, this is like some shots that stand out to me because of this. So yeah, let's get right into it. So these are some golf videos I edited. Just made a couple of videos on these actually. But yeah, so right here, we're kind of like lined up. I really like this because he's like in the downswing and making that transition, which I think is super cool and like a big powerful turning point in the swing. So for me, that's super cool. And then you can also see his body's position kind of towards me and it's moving towards me as well, which I like. And then kind of going through this like whole sequence right there. And then it also matters though, because there's some that I'm like sometimes if the club is bent in golf sometimes, and I'm like, that just looks kind of awkward. So I think there's also a difference like that looks good, but I'll show you kind of a couple of them where it just looks like, let me see. Sometimes it's not even like the golfer, it's just like a weird kind of stance. Like that looks awkward. Like in that photo, I'm not like, oh, that's such a cool shot, just because it's like such an awkward position for the golfer to be in. So for that, I'm like, but then if you look at like out here, like that is cool. Like he just hit it, you can see the grass flying. To me, that's like the peak, or like the peak would be him swinging down on it. So it would be over here, like that. So it's like boom, boom, and then even like that. But then like here, you want the club in there since that's what he's hitting. So if we're talking about golf, that's a big thing. But let's just go in like some of the sports photos. So like this, running at me, and then the peak here would just be like their leg up, and that's just like by sport. So I ran track, so I know like you don't want it to be down like this, because then your face like droops down. So that's just like knowing your sport type of thing. And then in here you can see the same thing. All these guys are up, and this guy's down, and he just like is in an awkward position right now because his foot's down. Where these guys are all up. And these guys just have that more like poised look on them, which for sports, that's like exactly what you want. This is one of the good photos from basketball that I took during our basketball season. So for this, it was just like literally sitting in the same spot the whole game. And obviously like you switch sides at halftime and stuff, but to like wait for that spot. And then I literally was sitting there pointing towards the fans because I wanted the fans in the background. On the other side, it was like parents and stuff, so there wasn't as many fans. So I think this was like homecoming or something. So like set myself up towards the fans, towards everything, and then kind of just waited there because like I've had so many times where you'll be moving around the court, like I'll be sometimes like standing over here, like sitting by these stairs to try to capture the other side, and then you miss shots like this, which are like amazing shots. That obviously they use for like social media, the website and stuff like that. So being able to kind of position yourself in one spot and know like, hey, this is the spot that I'm looking for. This is like the moment that I'm waiting for is super important. And then this is actually from that same spot right under the net, and you can, or this on the opposite side of the court. So you can kind of see right here. For this shot, I was right here, sitting right here. Then I shot that way. And then for this shot, I'm on the same side, just on the opposite side of the court. And then for that, it's just like literally sitting on the net, same thing. You're waiting for like, cause sometimes the basketball guys, they'll like be standing in front of you. Who knows what the heck happens. It's just like all over the place. So just waiting for that shot as well. This is kind of a cool like skateboarding shot I got in London. And it was just like a random moment, but I thought this was super cool. And just like capturing the peak in like sports photography for this. Like he's perfectly upside down right now. Like I feel like there's no better spot where you look at a photo and you're like, whoa, like what just happened? But this shot is just like amazing, to be honest. It just being able to like, you look at this shot and you're like, wow, that's like the peak of the action in that shot. So stuff like that as well is huge. And also I did the same thing for like surf photography right here. Let's see. So stuff like this, like big air, like big golf air or big air surfing. You're like, wow, like that is a crazy moment that I captured. And that's what it's really all about. It's like freezing that moment in time where like you cannot capture that again. Or like something like this, a barrel shot, crazy turn. It kind of applies to like really all these photos. A bunch of more golf shots. Just like, and I think the same thing for this is like, you can see the intensity in it and like why you could like, you know, it's about to be a good shot or like something like that. If like something right here, like you can tell he's swinging the club down and that he's about to hit the ball. Where if it's like up sometimes, it's kind of where like this, it's like, like this isn't as much in like the peak of action, but this is more of like a portrait style photo. And then you have something like this, which is more of a portrait as well. But then you have some that he's like mid swing like this. He's like swinging the club down and I'm right behind him getting that. This one as well, he's about to swing the club down. That's right after, so I think that's super cool. So this is kind of like the emotions in photography. And I think that's a super cool like peak of emotions after a shot or after a goal or, you know, touchdown or whatever. I think that's super cool. It's kind of just watching that. And then also using your surroundings within that as well and trying to capture, you know, the action and the surroundings. This is another cool like peak of action. I actually got a really cool bunker like video like this that I posted. So just doing stuff like that I think is super cool. And then seeing the dirt fly up right here, I think that is like amazing and really shows motion. And I think there's just like kind of a mix of all of that. And you can see that in a ton of the photos that I take. And I can also, let me see. So I think I also took, I should have some, let's see. Boom. Should have some basketball photos that are, baseball, I mean, that I took as well. Let me try to find those. Maybe I did not download those yet. But yeah, so I think for me, stuff like, even like this, like these surfers like pointing at me. I have a ton of photos like that where I'm just trying to capture some crazy, like basically the crazy action that's going on. And I think, okay, this is a good, so right here, he's like going into the air and that's just about picking the right shots. Like right there, I think that's a shot that I picked instead of like that, where that's super cool as well. But the other one, I think, I like how I saw his face in there, right there. But I chose the one where he's in the air because I think it's just so much more impressive, like how high in the air he is. Like right there, you're like, holy moly, that dude's like crazy high in the air. And same thing with like sports photos. Like you see like baseball players and stuff hit the ball and you're like, whoa, like how did that happen? And stuff like that. And I think just like, I don't know, just being able to kind of see a photo and be like, wow, like look at that, like, and you know it's an action photo, you know it's in the moment. I think that's so like amazing. And then you see these guys like, oh my gosh, like look at that shot that you got of me. That's like the peak of action, like when they're doing something, and then also the emotion after that, and be able to kind of tell that story by like showing their face as well. Because let me see, so like a photo like this, I love this shot, but kind of the downside to me is you can't see their face. So to me, this is a good shot, but it's not great. Where like shots like this, I like better because you can see their face. It's super clear. You can see the emotions and how focused they are. And same thing in like all of these shots like this, same exact style. This shot's pretty cool as well. You can see him looking at the ball and stuff like this is super cool in the motion, but stuff like that, it's like, you have to position yourself maybe in the front or some other way to be able to see his face as well. So yeah, that's kind of all I had for the video, but just showing where the peak of action is for those sports photography and how you can kind of replicate that and kind of find your own style within that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe if you're not. To see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. So yeah, that's kind of all I have for the video, just showing you kind of where the peak of action is in the sports photography and how to capture that and kind of get your own style for that. So yeah, if you want to see more videos like this and you like my content, hit the subscribe button, really helps me out. Hit the thumbs up, share with your friends, really helps me out as well. And then also comment down below what you like in this video, what you think is helpful, and then also what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, see you next video.